Yeah, hopefully soon.
All right, so who are you guys?
So my name is Scott Obergiewicz, Mr. Obergiewicz from Dickinson Middle School. I teach 8th grade U.S. history. I was at Hagen for 17 years. This is my first year here. And with me today is Mr. Levi Long.
I'm Levi Long. I am here at Dickinson Middle School. I teach math. I have been in the North Dakota National Guard for 18 years now. Along with Mr. O, we served in the same unit for quite a long time. We also deployed to Iraq back in 2003. The end of 2003, we spent all of 2004 deployed and then came home in 2005. We got in about the same time, so we've been in this together.
Yeah, I hit my 20-year anniversary in last April.
Yeah.
So you guys want to know why it's important to honor veterans on Veterans Day.
Yeah.
So November 11th, which is on a Sunday, is the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I. And it was originally called Armistice Day, and it ended World War I in Europe. In the 1950s, the U.S. changed the name to Veterans Day, and it has been known as Veterans Day ever since. So this is kind of the 100th anniversary of Veterans Day, even though for many years it was called Armistice Day. Why is it important? I think it's important for a number of reasons. And the biggest reason, in my opinion, is that means more to vets than any awards, any money, anything you can give. A simple thank you, a pat on the back, thank you for a job well done, thank you for protecting us, goes a lot further than anything you could imagine. And I know I have friends that were in the Vietnam War, and when they came home, they were literally spit on, kicked, just treated horribly. So the fact that the American people are supportive of veterans or the currently serving military, it just means a lot to us as veterans. Levi, would you agree?
Well, I'll elaborate on, you have friends in Vietnam. I have family members that were in Vietnam too, and they never used to talk about their experiences. And now that we celebrate our veterans, they're feeling that they can discuss it more freely. A lot of them came back with wounds you don't see. Those are the wounds of the trauma and stuff that they seen while they were deployed. And now that they're able to talk about it, it helps begin the healing process. And I think Veterans Day helps them realize that we celebrate our veterans instead of how they were treated when they returned back in the 60s and 70s.
So Tom Brokaw wrote a book. It's called The Greatest Generation, and it talks about the World War II vets, the soldiers that went to World War II, and they fought Hitler in Europe, and they fought the Japanese in the Pacific, and they come back and they got right back to work, and they built this country up to what it is today. So we definitely owe them a large amount of gratitude for what they did. Recently, someone told me that the greatest generation, the greatest of every generation, is those that serve their country. And I got to thinking about that, and I know Levi, we're pretty humble. Like, we don't look for accolades, and we don't want people to make a big deal about us serving, but like I said, that simple pat on the back and a thank you really means a lot to us. But why would he say that? Why would he say the greatest of every generation is those that are serving? Well, I think a lot of it is because they realize that they're doing something bigger than themselves. And your generation takes a lot of hits about being entitled and lazy and whatever. And I've seen a lot of great kids, and I've seen kids a little bit older than you serving, and they're just like any other generation. They're doing it for the right reasons. They love this country, and they want to do what's right. They understand it's not about themselves. It's about us as a nation, and it's worth defending. So I honestly think that's true. Levi?
Yeah, Veterans Day, we celebrate those that served, but I know we're running short on time, so I also on those days I like to give shout outs to our families, because they also serve as well. They put up with us being gone for long periods of time and things of that nature. My wife had to take care of the household while we were deployed for the year, same as Mr. O's wife. They do their part. I mean, they basically have to take on the role of both people, and I mean, even our parents and our siblings, they all make a sacrifice. So the veterans, yes, we put ourselves in danger or whatever being deployed, but there's also sacrifices by those close to us back home. So
awesome.